Have your legs started to feel different lately, like they're not keeping up with the rest of you? Maybe it's harder to climb stairs, your balance feels shaky, or you've noticed more cramps and stiffness at night. The truth is, many seniors silently suffer from weakening legs, but it doesn't have to be that way. In this video, we're diving into the 7 best vitamins to strengthen weak legs after 60, so you can walk with power, sleep without pain, and keep your independence strong. Let's get started. Your legs will thank you. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, standing up, and feeling steady. Your legs feel strong beneath you. The stiffness is gone, and there's a lightness in your step. No more painful cramps that wake you in the middle of the night. No more wobbling as you walk, and no more fear of falling in your own home. For many seniors, this sounds like a dream, but it's more achievable than you might think. The secret? It's in your nutrition. Today on Elderly Life Lessons, we're revealing the 7 best vitamins to strengthen weak legs after 60, and why these vital nutrients every senior needs are absolutely essential for staying active, confident, and independent as you age. Whether you love taking walks in the garden, dancing at family gatherings, or simply want to enjoy getting up from your chair without groaning, you're in the right place. Before we begin, I'd love to know where you're joining us from. Leave a comment below, say hello, and let us know what health questions are on your mind today. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you never miss another tip for aging well. Let's start with one of the most important but often overlooked nutrients for older adults. Vitamin 1, vitamin D, the foundation of strong legs. There's a woman I used to visit named Ethel. She was 71, lived alone in a sunny little home just outside Des Moines, and used to be a ballroom dancer in her younger days. One winter, she called me and said, "My legs just don't feel like mine anymore." She wasn't in pain, just weak, wobbly. Like standing on jelly, she joked. Her doctor ran a few tests and found something surprisingly common, a serious vitamin D deficiency. You see, as we age, our skin becomes far less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. We spend more time indoors. We're cautious about sun exposure. And without enough vitamin D, our bones begin to thin, our muscles weaken, and our coordination slips away quietly. For people like Ethel and millions of other seniors, this nutrient isn't just helpful, it's vital. Vitamin D plays a leading role in how our legs move, feel, and recover. It helps build strong bones by supporting calcium absorption. But beyond that, it activates fast-twitch muscle fibers, which allow you to catch your balance when you trip, step up a stair without wobbling, and react quickly to changes in terrain. Without it, your legs respond more slowly, the muscles become less efficient, and your risk of falling rises. And here's the shocking part. Some studies show that over 60% of seniors are vitamin D deficient and don't even know it. When your levels are low, you might feel unusual fatigue in your legs, trouble with balance, increased cramps, spasms, or tightness, difficulty standing up from a chair or toilet. Vitamin D also reduces inflammation in the muscles and joints. That means fewer aches and stiffness, especially after rest. So, how do you make sure you're getting enough? There are 3 main ways. 1. Sunlight. Just 15-30 minutes in early morning or late afternoon sun, a few times a week, can help your body generate vitamin D. But for those with limited mobility or cloudy climates, this may not be enough. 2. Food sources. Salmon, tuna, sardines, fortified dairy, mushrooms, and egg yolks can provide a small boost, but the amount you get from food alone is often too low. 3. Supplements. This is where many seniors see the biggest impact. Most experts suggest 801.0 IU per day, but if your doctor confirms a deficiency, higher doses may be recommended temporarily. It's worth asking your doctor for a simple blood test to check your vitamin D levels. Ethel did. And after just a few months on a supplement and a bit more time in the sun, she called me again. I don't feel like jelly anymore, she laughed. I feel like I'm dancing again. Vitamin D gave her legs their power back. And it could do the same for you. Vitamin 2, calcium, the builder behind bone strength. Let me tell you about Robert, a 63-year-old retired teacher from Eugene, Oregon. He loved woodworking and walking his Labrador, Ellie, every afternoon. One day, a simple trip over a garden hose led to a fractured hip. Robert was shocked. "I barely bumped the ground," he said. But the truth is, Robert's bones were much weaker than he realized. That's the danger of calcium deficiency. It's silent till it isn't. Calcium is the most abundant mineral in the human body, and nearly all of it, about 99%, is stored in your bones and teeth. But as we grow older, the body begins to pull calcium out of the bones faster than it can replace it. This is why osteoporosis is so common in seniors and why fractures from even mild falls can be devastating. But calcium isn't only about bones. What many people don't know is that calcium is essential for muscle contractions. Every time your leg takes a step, stands up, or climbs a stair, calcium is behind that action. Without enough of it, the muscles can't contract smoothly, and this can lead to sudden muscle twitching or spasms, a feeling of weakness when you try to lift your legs. Robert had no idea that low calcium was affecting his muscle coordination, not just his bones. After his fracture, his doctor placed him on a calcium-rich nutrition plan and added a supplement. Within months, his strength and stability improved. He didn't just recover, he became more confident walking again, and even started gentle hikes with Ellie. Getting enough calcium. Most seniors need between 1,0 and 200 milligrams of calcium per day. So, where can you get it? Start with food. Dairy include milk, yogurt, and cheese. Then leafy greens include collard greens, bok choy, kale, canned sardines, or salmon with bones. Fortified plant-based milks like almond, soy, or oat. Tofu made with calcium sulfate. And yes, supplements can be helpful, especially when paired with vitamin D, which helps your body absorb the calcium properly. But be cautious. Too much calcium from supplements can lead to kidney stones or even calcium buildup in the arteries. Aim to get as much as you can from food first, then supplement only if needed and as recommended by your doctor. Also, don't forget movement. Calcium only builds bones effectively when paired with weight-bearing activity. Gentle walking, light weightlifting, or resistance bands can help direct that calcium into your bones and muscles where it belongs. Calcium is like cement for your bone spot. Even cement needs structure and direction. Pair it with the right exercises, and it becomes the very foundation of leg strength and lifelong independence. Vitamin 3. Vitamin 12. The nerve connector. Now let's talk about something that doesn't get enough attention in leg health: your nerves. You could have strong bones and powerful muscles, but if the nerves connecting your spine to your legs aren't firing properly, your movements will be shaky, slow, and weak. That's where vitamin B12 comes in. I once met a woman named Lillian, 68, who lived in Sarasota, Florida. She was an active gardener and loved her daily walks to the post office. But over time, she began feeling strange sensations: numbness in her feet, tingling in her calves, and heavy legs that didn't want to cooperate. "I thought it was just aging," she said, but her doctor knew better. He ordered blood work and found she was severely deficient in vitamin 12. Vitamin B12 is crucial for maintaining the myelin sheath protective layer that insulates your nerves. When this sheath breaks down, signals from your brain to your legs become weak or scrambled. The result? Unsteadiness, twittra, slower walking, numbness, tingling, or even burning sensations. Increased risk of falling. Lillian started weekly B12 injections. Within 2 months, she could walk without holding the railing. Her sensation improved, and so did her confidence. This is especially important because B12 deficiency is incredibly common in seniors. Why? Because the stomach's ability to absorb it declines with age. Many seniors also take medications like metformin, or acid reducers that further block B12 absorption. Unlike other nutrients, B12 is found almost exclusively in animal-based foods, such as eggs, milk, and dairy, poultry, fish and shellfish, beef liver and clams, the most concentrated sources. If you're vegetarian or have absorption issues, you'll likely need a supplement or fortified foods. Sublingual B12, placed under the tongue, or B12 injections are often recommended. And remember, B12 isn't just about keeping your legs moving. It's about keeping your brain sharp and your reflexes intact. For seniors, that's the difference between walking freely or fearing a fall. Vitamin 4, magnesium, the muscle relaxer. Magnesium might be one of the most underestimated heroes when it comes to leg strength and mobility. One of my clients, Henryog 72 from Bend, Oregon, is to be awakened almost nightly by violent leg cramps. "It's like my calf would twist into a knot at 2 a.m., he said. No matter how much water he drank or how often he stretched, the cramps returned. Turns out, Henry wasn't short on hydration, he was low in magnesium. Magnesium plays a critical role in muscle contraction and relaxation, nerve signal transmission, reducing inflammation in joints and muscles, preventing nighttime, leg cramps, and restless legs. Without it, your muscles stay tense, your nerves misfire, your body becomes twitchy, sore, or stiff. Studies show that magnesium deficiency is extremely common among older adults, especially those taking diuretics, blood pressure medications, or proton pump inhibitors. After increasing his intake of magnesium-rich foods and adding a magnesium glycinate supplement, Henry's cramps disappeared within a few weeks. He began sleeping soundly again, and his morning walks stopped feeling like a chore. Getting enough magnesium. Best food sources include pumpkin seeds, spinach and Swiss chard, almonds, black beans, whole grains like brown rice or oats, avocados, dark chocolate. Yes, a little square now and then can help. Supplements can be especially helpful, but choose magnesium glycinate or citrate, which are more absorbable and easier on the stomach. The recommended intake for older adults is 320 mg for women and 420 mg for men per day. Magnesium doesn't just help your legs move, it helps them rest, recover, and respond to your body's natural rhythm. If you've been feeling tired, stiff, or crampy lately, this might be your missing link. Vitamin 5, potassium, the muscle balancer. Potassium might not be the first nutrient that comes to mind when we talk about leg strength, but for seniors, it can be a true game changer. Take the story of Hassan, a 66-year-old retired railway engineer from Wichita, Kansas. Every morning, just minutes after he got out of bed, his calves would cramp up painfully. Sometimes, it would happen while climbing stairs. Other times, while stretching in bed. "I thought I was drinking enough water," he told his doctor, but nothing seemed to help. It wasn't hydration that Hassan was missing. It was potassium. This mighty mineral is crucial for maintaining fluid balance and proper muscle contraction. Every time you move a leg muscle, whether you're walking, bending, or even wiggling your toes, potassium is working behind the scenes, making sure your nerves are firing smoothly and your muscles respond correctly. When potassium levels drop, you might notice sudden cramps, especially in your calves or feet, legs that feel tired quickly, shaky movements, or twitching, muscle stiffness, especially after sitting for a while, a general feeling of heaviness in the lower body. But what's even more concerning is potassium's role in preventing falls. Low potassium can interfere with your balance reflexes, those quick reactions that stop you from falling when you trip or lose footing. Hassan began eating more potassium-rich foods daily. His favorite became baked sweet potatoes with a sprinkle of cinnamon and a banana in his morning oatmeal. Within 2 weeks, his leg cramps had decreased dramatically, and he started walking longer without fatigue. Best sources of potassium for seniors: bananas, sweet potatoes, especially with the skin, avocados, oranges and orange juice, beans, black, kidney, white, spinach, yogurt, coconut water. For healthy older adults, the recommended potassium intake is around 600 mg for women and 400 mg for men per day. It's best to get it from food rather than supplements, unless otherwise guided by your healthcare provider. And a quick note of caution: if you have kidney disease or are taking certain medications for blood pressure or heart conditions, check with your doctor before increasing potassium. Too much can be just as dangerous as too little. In balance, potassium helps your muscles stay flexible and quick to respond. It's the nutrient that ensures your legs don't just move, they flow. Vitamin 6, vitamin K, the bone and circulation protector. Now let's talk about a vitamin that's as mysterious as it is powerful. Vitamin K. Meet Beatrice, 70 years old, from Roanoke, Virginia. She had been taking calcium and vitamin D for years on her doctor's advice, but she still struggled with knee stiffness and occasional swelling that made it difficult to go up her porch steps. "I don't get it," she said. "I take everything they told me to." What Beatrice didn't know is that without vitamin K, calcium can go to the wrong places like your arteries or joints, causing stiffness, discomfort, and even raising heart risks. Vitamin K is the traffic cop for calcium. It ensures that calcium goes to your bones and not to your blood vessels or soft tissues. There are two major forms: cone, found in leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens; K2, found in fermented foods like natto, aged cheese, and some animal products. For seniors like Beatrice, K2 can be especially helpful. It stays in the body longer and has a stronger effect on bone strength and vascular health. Studies show that older adults with higher vitamin K intake have stronger bones, experience fewer fractures, maintain better balance and muscle coordination. Vitamin K also plays a role in joint flexibility. It reduces inflammation in the joints, especially around the knees and hips, making walking easier and reducing that locked-up feeling after sitting too long. Beatrice added steamed kale and sautéed Brussels sprouts to her weekly meals, and even tried a supplement with K2 after consulting her doctor. Within a month, her knees felt looser, her walking improved, and she regained confidence using her stairs. Natural sources of vitamin K: kale, spinach, collard greens, Swiss chard, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, natto, fermented soybeans, egg yolks, cheese, like Gouda or Brie, chicken liver. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin, please consult your healthcare provider before increasing your intake of vitamin K, as it may interfere with your medication. Vitamin K is the quiet stabilizer keeping your bones strong, your arteries clear, and your legs working in smooth coordination. Vitamin 7, vitamin B6, the silent supporter of endurance. Our final vitamin in this list may not be as famous, but it's equally important: vitamin B6, also called pyridoxine. This one's for your energy, endurance, and repair. Let me introduce you to Thomas, age 65, from Missoula, Montana. A retired postman, Thomas stayed active into his 60s but started noticing that simple walks around the block left him winded. His legs felt heavier than usual, and he wasn't bouncing back from fatigue like he used to. His doctor found that his vitamin B6 levels were low. Vitamin B6 is essential for nervous system function, especially for leg coordination, muscle repair, and protein metabolism. Red blood cell production, which transports oxygen to your muscles, regulating inflammation in the muscles. When B6 is lacking, your recovery slows, and your leg muscles may not receive enough oxygen, leading to early fatigue, heaviness, and slow walking. This was exactly Thomas's experience. Once he added more B6-rich foods and a small supplement, he said he felt like a tire finally got air again. His energy returned, and his endurance noticeably improved. B6-rich foods include salmon and tuna, chicken and turkey, bananas, potatoes, chickpeas, fortified cereals, spinach. Most older adults need about 1.5 mg women to 1.7 mg men of B6 per day. It's easy to get from food, but those with digestive issues or on certain medications may need help through supplementation. But don't go overboard. Excessive B6 from supplements over long periods can lead to nerve problems. Always follow your doctor's guidance. When your body has enough B6, you're not just stronger, you're sustained. You walk longer, recover faster, and feel less worn out by the activities you love. So now you know your legs don't just rely on muscle or exercise alone. They rely on nutrient-smart, specific, and powerful vitamins and minerals that fuel your strength, balance your nerves, and build the bones that carry you. Let's recap what we covered today. Vitamin D for strong bones and fast-twitch muscle fibers. Calcium for muscle contraction and fracture prevention. Vitamin B12 for nerve coordination and balance. Magnesium to prevent cramps and support joint health. Potassium to regulate muscle fluid and movement. Vitamin K for calcium direction and bone density. Vitamin B6 for stamina, recovery, and red blood cells. If your legs have felt weaker lately, if you've been having trouble with stairs, long walks, or standing from a chair, you're not alone and you're not powerless. Nutrition is the foundation, and now that you know what your body needs, you can begin taking real steps towards stronger, more reliable Leg 7 after 60, 70, or 80. We're so glad you joined us today. If something touched your heart or sparked a new idea, share it in the comments. We'd really love to hear from you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It lets us know you value these insights and helps more seniors find this information. And don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss our next life-changing tip here at Elderly Life Lessons. Take care of your legs, and they'll take care of you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to spending time with you again in the next video.